Welcome back to Kids Planning. I'm Allison, and today we're talking about game schooling ideas specifically focusing on geometry. I'm going to be titling it something like roll and write geometries or dry erase geometries. But what's so fun about games like this is you get to hide learning, where kids are going to be exploring dungeons and doodling on their paper and going treasure hunting and all that stuff. And in the meantime, they're actually problem solving in their head, doing math equations of just not real math equations, but it's hidden involved in that in their critical thinking and trying to piece together these shapes to get points and achieve goals and things like that. And it's really, really cool that you can do all this with games and they don't even realize that they're actually learning. So that's what we're going to be focusing on today. Majority of these are flip and write, which is where you actually have cards. You flip them over to see what comes next. But the first one I'm going to talk about is a roll and write, and it comes from Haba. So the first game we're going to focus on today is called 5 for Findin'. I really like this game. It's a thinker for me, and actually my boys always beat me at it. They're just faster at finding these pieces on their grid than I am, but I still really like it, and I also play it solo mode. Okay, so what you do, these are all of the possible shapes that you can put onto your board. Everyone has a little grid board like this that has the colors and the shapes on them. And then you have these 5 dice. So someone rolls the dice, and then what you're trying to do is you're trying to use these shapes and colors, find them on your board in these shapes. So you are looking, oh, and there's the time limit too. So you're looking at your board. Okay, I've got 3 of these purple flowers and 2 purple these are blue flowers and 2 light blue diamonds. So I'm trying to find all that, and that's actually going to be very difficult. So I've got that, and that, and that. Okay, so here's my shape right here. So then that shape is, what shape is it? Is it a shape? Yes, okay, here's the 2. So that is the 2. You can flip it any way you need to create your shape. So that's the shape I did. I can keep going, and I try to look for as many of those shapes as I can. And then once I think I'm done, if I'm the first person, I flip over the timer and everyone else has the rest of the timer. I believe it's a 60-second timer. So they're looking for all the same shapes. You can turn your board every which way you want. It's a really fun game, and there are only 4 of these dry erase pads that come in the game box, but Haba allows you, they have a print off online where you can go and you can print it off for an entire classroom if everyone knows what shapes they can do and what the dice is, what's on the dice. You can have a whole room do the same game. It's a lot of fun. It can be a little chaotic and just like trying to find them all, and oh my gosh, there's got to be another one on here somewhere and you just can't find it. And the good thing is it's colorblind friendly. So not only are the different colors, different shades, grayscale, but they all have unique shapes on them that you can see. So even if you have a black and white printer, you can print off the extra sheets black and white, and it will make no difference to the gameplay. I do love the colors that are on here, but it's not vital to the game to see the colors. So this is 5 for Findin'. I've really enjoyed having in our collection. It's a fun, thinky game that we all really enjoy. I'm going to leave a link below so you can check out where to get that. Okay, so the next game we're going to talk about is called Silver and Gold. This comes from Pandasaurus Games. It's another dry erase, and I really, really enjoy it. So what you're doing is you're drafting these cards. You're going on treasure hunts where you are trying to fill into these cards that you draft by using the shape that is turned over this round. So this was this 4 shape here with like a short little T. So I get to fill in anywhere. I'm going to fill it in, let's say right here. So I've got this, so you can either do this or you can just X them out. And on this one, I found a coin. So everyone has their own individual card like this, and I'm gonna X out my coin. So I can try to get all these coins here, and I'll X them out, and then I will get a prize here. And then you can also get bonuses on cards that you complete. So the whole idea is that you're using these cards that are flipped over to piece them into your map, essentially. So once you've filled in one, then you draft another, and then the more that you're able to fill, the more points you get at the end of the game. You're just utilizing that spatial reasoning with these geometry shapes to fit in there. You don't even realize that you're problem solving and puzzling and all that stuff, and it's so fun. We have played this over and over. One morning, I think we played 4 games of it before school. It was just so fun to get our brains going, and didn't even realize that we were learning and really in a thinky game just because it was a lot of fun. So this is Silver and Gold. Again, I really like it. Link below if you want to check this one out. Okay, so the next game we're going to talk about is one of Peyton's favorites. It's called Deadly Doodles. It comes from Steve Jackson Games, and we are going on a dungeon. It's like a roll and write dungeon crawler-ish. So what you have is everyone has these maps, and you have these cards get flipped over. You're just drawing lines from, you've got different entrances on your map, and you're trying to find treasure. You're trying to match up weapons, the letter weapons with the letter of the monster. You get more points the more of those you match. It's just a lot of fun. If you don't use all the entrances, you get more points. You are problem solving, but you're going on an adventure and you're treasure hunting and you actually want to find the dragon. And the theme of it makes it just so fun. It's so replayable because you mix these up, you have different cards, you go a different route next time. I don't think I've ever done the same type of route the same time, and we've played this over and over again. A really cool thing is if you like this version, they've come out with Deadly Doodles 2, which, it adds dice. It also adds tons more boards. So you can print this out online, but this is more boards that you can have, and it just adds to the more players that you can have involved. It's just a lot of fun. Deadly Doodles, I'll leave a link below, but this is one that I think you really should check out. All right, so the last game we're going to talk about today is actually not a dry erase. It's called Second Chance, comes from Stronghold Games. You can make it dry erase if you want. You can just laminate these sheets. So what you're doing is you've got all these geometric shapes that you have options to, well, you don't have options. They're going to be flipped over from this pile here of cards. Everyone starts with their own sheet like here, and you start out with your unique geometric shape. So those get dealt out. So say I get dealt this one. So I'm going to draw in any color I want this shape here. And then it comes with colored pencils. Obviously, if you have more people, you're gonna wanna add more colored pencils. And if you make this laminated, you want dry erase colors. But what you do is you flip over a card and you need to fit that shape on your grid anywhere. You can rearrange it, you can move it however, which way you want. But the idea is you are puzzling these in, trying to think, okay, that has 6 pieces. I'm gonna put it in here, it'll fish there. You come up with, if you use all the colors in here, you come up with a really, really pretty grid. You can be as neat as you want or as messy as you want. It really doesn't matter. We love this because you're coloring. You're essentially just coloring. You don't even realize that you're problem solving and fixing this puzzle, putting it all together to gain points. It's a lot of fun. We really, really enjoy this game. So these are just the games that we happen to have in our collection that we love, just using the geometric shapes to use your brain and problem solve and puzzle and stuff like that. We've loved these games, but there are so many others that do these and more, and I would love to hear if you have found one or you've heard of one that you'd like to share. So please leave that in the comments below. I can't wait to check those out. Also, if you'd like to check out any of the games that I featured today, links to those will all be in the description below. Please hit that subscribe button, and in the meantime, check out some videos right over here. Until next time, I will see you later. Bye.